everyone, and welcome back. As always, I'm your girl, Candy Washington. And before we dive into today's Kiki, which is Ariana Madix coming back on Instagram to block Tom Sandoval and Raquel, she unfollows them and she also seemingly blocks them as well. And let's discuss whether or not she is accepting their BS apologies. But before we dive in, you know what to do. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it when we go live. Also, be sure to share this with a friend because a key is always better with community. And check out our description box down below and join our newsletter. You get a lot of self-care content. It's 100% free, so go ahead and join us. So with that, let's dive right on in. So first up, this is according to page 6. It says, Ariana Madix seemingly blocks Tom Sandoval and Raquel after the affair. Boy and girl, bye. I mean, page 6, you're after our own heart. We always say bye. But let's keep going. Vanderpump Rules star Ariana has seemingly blocked co-stars Tom and Raquel on Instagram after making her return to the social media platform. Madix, 37, deactivated her account last week after news broke that Sandoval, her boyfriend of almost 10 years, was having a full-on months-long affair with Raquel, her close friend. Though she has not yet posted since the scandal made headlines, it appears Ariana made the decision to block Tom and Raquel, as well as unfollow castmate Tom Schwartz, who is believed to have known about the pair's dalliance. Sandoval and Raquel do not show up to Madix's following list and are no longer tagged in her previously uploaded photos, which occurs when a user is blocked. Boom, boom, boom. However, Tom Schwartz 40 is still tagged in past photos, even though he's no longer being followed by Ariana. This could mean that while she did unfollow the businessman, she did not block him. As we previously reported, Ariana discovered that Sandoval was cheating on her when she discovered a sexually explicit video of Raquel on his phone while watching his band Tom Sandoval and the Most Extras perform at Tom Tom in Los Angeles on March 1st. After realizing the two had been communicating inappropriately for months, she promptly dumped the Schwartz and Sandy's co-owner. Okay, you guys. Now let's take a beat. Let's take a beat. Take a side note. I'm happy that Ariana is back on Instagram. You know, there's no reason for her to leave the platform because other people did dirt and dirty. I also think the reason why she's back excuse me. I also think the reason why she's back is because, you know, everyone's been team Ariana. She probably wanted to wait and see how it was all going to shake out because you never know how the collective conscious is going to react. I think if she felt like she was going to get trolls or people coming after her, because don't forget, there's also a lot of people who are like, hey, you know what? Karma's a bee. It has everybody's address and it comes at you, you know, when it comes at you, and how you lose them, like how you got him is how you lose him, right? You know, she was cheating with Tom when he was with Kristen Doty. Now we know Kristen Doty has come out and been like, I don't care, let that go. That was so many years ago. We were young. I love Ariana. We're friends now. And that's all fine and dandy and that's great. But she was the other woman, you know? So she did the same thing Raquel did. However, not to the extent, not to the level of deceit, not to the level of depravity. You know, we've talked about the things that they've done, dressing like Tom dressing up as Raquel for Halloween. You know, Raquel befriending Ariana, being all up in her face, having sex in her house while she's there. You know, gaslighting the entire cast and crew with the whole Tom Schwartz fake relationship thing, which is why I think Ariana unfollowed Tom Schwartz, was because he knew, did not tell her, but beyond that, he participated in the cover up. You know, that's different. There's one thing to be like, okay, homie, I know you're cheating. You need to tell her, I'm not going to say anything. I'll keep your secret. That's one thing. But to actively participate in the cover up is another. And he did. with the whole pretending like they're flirting, the fake kissing, not telling Katie, letting Katie have her feelings hurt and everything. You know what I mean? So I get why she unfollowed Tom. I would too. Like, not okay. Shortsy, I mean. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. And also, apparently, and this is according to TMZ, Ariana is not accepting their bogus fake apologies, and neither the hell would I. Now, this says Vanderpump Rules affair Ariana is not having Tom's apology. Not yet, at least. Dun, 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 dun. Ariana isn't in the mood for ex-boyfriend Tom Sandoval's apologies for his affair with fellow Vanderpump Rules castmate Raquel because she's still steaming mad. Of course. Of course. Sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ Ariana is nowhere close to being able to process Tom's explanations and mea culpas, and she has no interest in speaking about it with him right now. Instead, we're told Ariana's mood's been more like screw you ever since finding out her boyfriend of 9 years was cheating on her with Raquel, who Ariana used to consider a close friend. As previously reported, it took Tom a week to apologize to Ariana for the affair, fessing up to his mistakes and saying he was too selfish. Now, like Lisa Vanderpump pointed out when she was on Watch What Happens Live, and I totally agree with this, he only put out this second apology statement because of the backlash that he got from his initial statement, which basically was just like, leave my businesses alone, leave Tom Schwartz alone, leave me and my family alone, does not mention Ariana once. And he got all the smoke for it. So then he put this out. Let's go. He said, I want to first and foremost apologize to everyone I've hurt through this process. Most of all, I want to apologize to Ariana. I made mistakes, I was selfish, and made reckless decisions that hurt somebody I love. No one deserves to feel that pain so traumatically and publicly. I can only imagine how devastating this has been for Ariana and everyone around us. I feel really horrible about that. My biggest regret is that I dishonored Ariana. I never meant to disappoint so many people, including our loving families and friends. My love for Ariana was stronger than any camera could ever capture. Some of our best times together were never filmed. The same goes for some of our biggest struggles. I wish things had happened in a different order and our relationship was not severely tarnished, and that it ended with the same respect with her. And that it ended with the same respect for her that it began with. I owed Ariana better. Tom, you also need to learn how to write with for her that it began what? That's a tongue twister. Anyway, let's keep going. Learn how to proofread, right? I am beyond sad that it ended the way it did. The choices I made hurt so many people. I acted in a way that clashes with who and how I want to be. I will continue to reflect and work on myself. I have work to do. I always have, and I always will. Tom. Now, this is a bunch of hogwash BS. First of all, when he says, some of our best times together were never filmed, the same goes for some of our biggest struggles. Whose fault is that? Yours and Ariana's. Ariana, I gotta call a thing a thing. I love you, girl. I know we're team Ariana. We know you're going through it, but I gotta call a thing a thing. The reason why your best times and your biggest struggles weren't films was because the two of you, both of you, were fronting about the problems you were having in your relationship. Lala said it on a podcast that she had done. I forgot what the podcast name was, but she was a guest on somebody's podcast before the scandal even broke. And they asked her, who is the most different off camera? And she said Tom Sandoval and Ariana, because they don't want to show, they're scared to show that something's wrong. Like what's really going on with them. And we've noticed that and we've seen it. It has seemed like they've been pretending to be happy, pretending to be together. And we've all been like, what's going on? It seems very loveless. It doesn't seem happy. They're never together. What's really good? And that they were kind of fronting for the show and for the cameras, the sort of relationship. Now, I say that, but that doesn't mean that I condone or excuse what Raquel and Tom Sandoval did. I don't. What they did was wrong. If you are in an unhappy relationship, break up, then move on. Do you, dip it and do it, pop it and lop it, bust it wide open. Do you, boo boo. Have fun, knock yourself out. But don't sit in the relationship still and disrespect someone. Your unhappiness is not an excuse to hurt and disrespect somebody else. Your unhappiness is an excuse and a reason to get out of the relationship. You see what I'm saying? So, Tom, shut up. If your biggest struggles weren't on camera, it's because you chose not to show them. So then you don't now get to use that as an excuse as to why you cheated on her multiple times, allegedly with multiple women, and for all the dirty, nasty stuff you did, like wearing the lightning bolt, dressing up as Raquel for Halloween, everything we talked about. Not an excuse. And apparently Ariana feels exactly the way I feel, because she's like, apology not accepted, boo-boo. So far, it's fallen on deaf ears. Let's keep going. One source says Ariana's down in Mexico for a friend's wedding, which was planned before the scandal rocked her world. Sounds like divine timing. By the way, Tom was invited to the wedding too, but he had bowed out due to a prior engagement. Again, a decision made before the cheating came to light. We are told Ariana knows she's going to have to sit down with Tom and hash things out at some point. They do have a house together, but that's simply not a priority for her right now. This is going to take some time, folks. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Well, I want to know what you guys think. Put it down below. If you were Ariana, would you block Tom? I would. Would you block Raquel? I would. Would you unfollow Tom Schwartz? I would. Would you accept his apology? Hell no. Would you accept Raquel's apology? Hell no. Put it down below. Let me know what you guys think. And let me know what you think about the point that I brought up about both Tom Sandoval, and Ariana, I think. Raquel, we already know, was faking the whole entire time. But what do you think about the two of them also kind of faking it? You know, just like Lala said, they were the most different off camera because they weren't really showing the cracks. Even though we could feel the cracks, it was pretty evident, but they weren't actually showing it. You know, what do you think about that? Put it down below. But before you do that, you know what to do. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it when we go live. Also, be sure to share this with a friend, because a kiki is always better with community. And check out our description box down below and join our newsletter. It is 100% free. You get a lot of self-care content with that. All right, you guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.